everyone. We are the reporter of Chapter 6, Writing a Research Proposal, the Method. So before we start, let us introduce ourselves. I am Lokban Daryl Chris and Michael Lokban. Writing a Research Proposal, the Method. DR4 topic we will be discussing. Research approach, research design, research techniques, and parts of methods. So first, sana po makasabay kayo sa pagdidiscuss po namin dahil po importante po ito sa paggawa ng research proposal. So first po, let's talk about research approach. Research approach po. According to Criswell, 2014, a research approach is the overall plan or structure used to collect and analyze data. It depends on research problem, purpose, and audience. Sabi daw po ang research approach po is yung pinaka-overall plan structure kung paano po tayo mag-collect ng data and mag-analyze. Ang research approach po ay may three main types of research approaches: quantitative, qualitative, and mixed method. First po, magdi-discuss mo natin ang quantitative approach. Focuses on numbers and measurable data. Purpose: measure variables, test hypothesis, importance, objective, and reliable results. Sabi daw po ang quantitative approach po is this approach na puro numbers, measurements, and statistics. Ginagamit po ito kapag gusto nating i-measure ang variables or mag-test ng hypothesis. Purpose po, para po makakuha ng measurable data na pwedeng i-analyze using numbers. Importance, it is important po kasi objective ang results niya at pwedeng i-generalize sa mas malaking population. And we have example for this approach po. Example, conducting a survey on how many students experience academic stress in analyzing the data gamit ang percentage and average. Next po natin ay qualitative approach. The qualitative approach po is focuses on experience, feelings, and meanings. Purpose: gain in-depth insights. Importance: understand emotion and motivation. Sabi daw po, ang approach po na ito ay hindi numbers, instead focusing on experience, feelings, and meanings. Gumagamit po ito ng words, stories, interviews, at observation. Purpose: para po makakuha ng in-depth understanding of human experiences. Importance, it is important kasi hindi lahat ng bagay kayang ipakita ng numbers, lalo na po yung emotions, motivations, at challenges ng mga tao. We have example for this approach po. Interviewing automotive irregular students about how they adapt to changes and challenges in school. Last, mixed methods approach po. The mixed methods approach po combines quantitative and qualitative. Purpose: broader understanding. Importance: complete and balanced view. Ang last po na approach po natin ay mixed methods. It is combination of quantitative and qualitative. And one is study. May numbers ka na, may stories ka pa. Purpose: para po mas tumibay yung study dahil meron tayong numerical and personal experiences. Importance: importante po ito kasi nagbibigay siya ng complete and balanced view ng research problem. Example, conducting a survey to measure students' stress levels, followed by interviews to understand the reasons behind it. So, next, the lesson I will be discussing is research design. Research design is like blueprint for data collection in analysis. Purpose: clear roadmap, systematic process, importance, guides correct direction of study. Ang research design po ay ito naman po yung pinaka-overall strategy or blueprint of research. Dito natin makikita kung paano exactly i-collect and i-analyze yung data. Purpose: bibigyan tayo ng clear roadmap para maging systematic at organized ang study. Importance: importante po ito kasi kung wala kayong design, parang magre-research tayo ng walang direction. Kaya pangit po siya tignan kasi wala siyang direction. And the research design po ay may mga types of research design. For quantitative research po, under po ng quantitative research, the most common example is experimental design. Ang experimental design po is dito natin chine-check yung cause and effect. The researcher manipulates one variables tapos i-observe niya ang effect. Example po natin dito is testing the effectiveness of new teaching method, students' performance. Next, qualitative research. Under po ng qualitative research, there are many kinds of research design. Number 1, phenomenology. Number 2, case study. Number 3, grounded theory. Number 4, narrative. For phenomenology po is focuses sa live experiences ng mga tao. We have example for this design po. Understanding the experience of automotive irregular students. For case study naman po, in-depth investigation ng isang person, group, and event. Example for this design po, studying how a school responded to online learning. Number 3, grounded theory. Ang goal po natin ay magbuo ng theory based on the data collected. Example for this design po is building a theory about how students adapt to modular learning. Last po, narrative po. Narrative uses personal stories para maintindihan ang phenomenon. Example, life stories ng irregular students to understand their challenges. And last po na i-discuss ko ay for mixed method research naman po. Under po ng mixed method design ay sequential, concurrent, transformative. For sequential naman po, may order na una yung isa. Example po natin dito, survey muna tapos interview after. For concurrent naman po, sabay kinokolekta ang quantitative at qualitative data. Example for this design po, sabay survey at interview para po makakuha ng side-by-side results. Last, for transformative, guided by a specific theory or advocacy. Ang example po natin sa design na to is research for equal education for marginalized students. And last po na lesson na i-discuss po ay research techniques. Last po ng report ko is research techniques. Kung ang research design is plano, ang research techniques naman po ay yung actual tools and action para po ma-implement yung plan. Ginagamit mismo ng researcher when collecting a data. Ang purpose po natin dito para po makakuha ng reliable at accurate na data para masagot ng tama ang research questions. Importance. Mahalaga ang research techniques kasi kahit gaano kaganda ang research design, kung mali o pangit ang techniques, magiging mali din ang data. So ito yung backbone ng data gathering. The research techniques po ay may example po tayo. Rating behaviors, field observation, close-ended measures, open-ended measures, focus groups. For rating behaviors po. For rating behaviors, using skills rubrics to assess performance or attitudes. Sa research behaviors, gumagamit ng rubrics o rating skills. Example natin dito ay magre-rate tayo ng participation ng mga students from 1 to 5. Number 2, field observation. Observing behavior in a natural environment. For field observation po, pag mag-observe ng behavior in a natural setting. Example po natin dito, pag mag-observe ng group interaction ng students. Number 3, close-ended measures. Structured using with fixed responses. For close-ended measure naman po, fixed answers like multiple choice or yes or no. Example natin dito is survey with a specific options. Number 4, open-ended measures, unstructured unstructured question that allows detailed answers. Allows long and detailed answers. Example po natin dito, asking, how do you feel about online learning? And last po, focus groups. Facilitating a group discussion with a small number of people to explore their perspectives and opinions. Dito po sa focus of groups, group discussion para makuha ang different opinions ng kada group. Example po natin dito is talking to 1 to 80 students about their experience in the new curriculum. And yan po ang mga topic na discuss ko po. Ang next po na reporter ay si Michael Lukban. He will be discussing the parts of methods. Thank you po. Sana po naintindihan niyo yung discussion ko. Thank you po.
Good day everyone. My name is Michael Logban. My topic it's all about parts of the methods. Number 1. Design. The design refers to overall strategy that you choose to integrate the different components of the study in a coherent and logical way, trebly ensuring will be effectively address the research problem. It constitutes the blueprint for the collection, measurement, and analysis of data. Example, experimental. Testing the effect of the new teaching methods on student performance. Number 2, population and locally. Definition. Population, the entry group of the individuals, item, or events that you study. It's about locally. The specific place where the study is the conduct. Example, population, or registered nurses to Metro Manila. Locally, the study is conducted in 5 major hospitals within Metro Manila. Number 3. Data gathering tool. Definition. Instrument of tools used to collect data. Example, survey, questionnaire. A set of structured questions used to gather data from respondents. Interview. Instructed to understood conversation to collect in-depth information. Observation. Watching and recording behaviors or even in a specific setting. Test. Standard. This is to measure knowledge, skill, or abilities. Focus group discussion. FGD, a group interview to gather options and insight on a particular topic. Number 4. Data collection procedure. The detailed process of how data will be gathered. Example, number 1. Obtain ethical clearance from the instructional review board. Number 2. Seek permission from the school principal to conduct the study in their school. Number 3. Distribute questionnaire to the selected participants. Number 4. Collect the completed questionnaires. Number 5. Conduct interview with key information. Number 5. Data analysis. Definition. The data analysis. The process of transforming raw data into meaningful insights and conclusions. Example, descriptive statistic. Calculating means medians and standard deviations to summarize data. If inferential statistic using test or ANOVA to determine or there are significant difference between groups. Thematic analysis. Identifying recurring themes in qualitative data. Regression analysis. Examining the relationship between one or more independent variables and dependent variable. Number 6. Ethical consideration. Principle and guidelines to ensure the research of conducted in a morally right and responsible manner. Example, informed consent, ensuring participants are fully aware of the study purpose, risks, and benefits before they agree to participate. Confidentially, protecting the privacy of participants by not disclosing their identities or personal information. Anonymity, ensuring that the researcher cannot link to data to individual participants. Voluntary participants have the right to withdraw from the study at any time without penalty. Beneficence, maximizing benefits of participant and minimizing potential harm. So that's that's is that's it. So